Okay, so today we are focusing on the heart center, on the heart chakra. Anahata in Sanskrit. Actually, let me bring that here so you can hear me better. To begin with, we are going to start with a focus on the breath, where we are going to breathe in and out. And as we breathe in, we're going to be sending the breath down to the heart. As we breathe out, the breath comes back out. So the breath will travel with our mind to the heart and back out. As we focus on the heart center, I'm going to invite you to see light there. You can decide on the color of that light if you wish, or you can just see what comes to you. Generally, the color associated with the heart chakra, though, is green, pink, or you could also see white light. So it's up to you, whatever light you feel is best. I am probably going to be guiding it. You will probably hear me not being able to stop myself and calling it white light. That is normally what I suggest for people to do, but really it's whatever light comes up that feels good to you is all good. So closing your eyes, sitting with your legs crossed with the right leg in first and the left one wrapped around. Pushing the belly forward, chest up, and I am sorry, I'm going to be asking you to open your eyes again because I need to show you a mudra that we're going to do at the same time and I forgot. So we are going to do the Hakini Mudra. I'm going to show you from up close. The Hakini Mudra, we are putting all the fingertips together, thumbs together, thumb tip, and then we're going to bring it up to our heart center like this. You are holding them, your fingers, as if there was a ball in between your hands, okay? So it's nice and round and curved. So crossing the right leg in first, the left one next. Belly forward, chest up, shoulders down, chin gently tucked in. Hakini Mudra. Try to hold it at your heart center like this for as long as you can. If at any time it's getting too much, you're too tired, you can bring it back down onto your lap, okay? Closing your eyes and taking a nice long deep breath in and out to begin. And relaxing. Right here, maintaining the pose, maintaining the arms up and trying to keep the elbows up as well. But at the same time, relaxing. Relaxing the mind, relaxing tension. Relaxing the heart. And now noticing the light at your heart center, Anahata chakra, heart chakra. Simply behind your mudra, wherever you're holding your hands here, the chakra is just behind it in the chest. I'm noticing a dot of light there of about the size of a lemon. Observing that light there, and don't worry if you don't see it, that's fine. I am guiding this, but whatever happens, happens. Whatever doesn't happen, doesn't happen. What matters is you know that this is what we are doing and you know this is what you're aiming for. Some people see things that we are saying, other people don't. It depends if you are very visual or not. But knowing that that is what we are doing and knowing that the light is there is enough. Now sending your breath down to your heart center. So as you breathe in, you notice your breath going there. And as you breathe out, you notice it coming back up and out. Every time it goes to your heart center on an inhale, At the end of an inhale, it energizes that light and it makes it glow a little bit stronger. Still soft light, but glowing a little bit stronger on every inhale. On every inhale, sending your breath to your heart center, letting that light grow a little bit brighter. And on every exhale, letting your breath go up and out again. On every inhale, breathing into your heart, letting this light glow a little bit brighter. And continue to relax as you are doing this. And now letting go of that focus and bringing your arms back down and resting them on your lap and resting here just for a moment, keeping the eyes shut. And taking a nice long deep breath in and out to finish and opening your eyes. Right. Now we're going to do the warm up. Sitting with your legs straight in front of you, flexing and extending the feet. Really getting the toes moving. Going round in circles in one direction. And in the other direction. Warming up the knees, grabbing the hands interlaced under your thigh, lifting the heel up, not moving the thigh. Obviously, the lower the leg is, the easier it gets. So notice what level you are on. And relax doing the other side. And relax. Next, we're going to do the hips. To do the hips, a reminder, hand under the heel and hand under the knee, and then shifting the leg left to right, making sure to keep the ankle straight, so not dipping the foot in. The whole pose, we hug our leg in our arms, and we rock from side to side. And if you've been doing this for a while with me, try to go a little bit further as you stretch to each side than what you are used to. Giving yourself the chance to really deepen that stretch. And then doing the same on the other side. There may be a side that you can do better on than the other. That is normal. And relaxing, crossing the legs, and warming up the shoulders. So putting the hands on the shoulders, drawing circles with the elbows, going as wide as we can, so as close as together as possible at the front, and as far away from each other as possible at the back. And then going the other way around. And relax. And finally, we are going to be warming up the whole spine. We are going to do the spine flex. So every time we breathe in, we push the belly forward, the pelvis goes forward, the chest is out, and the chin is up. Every time we breathe out, chin in, chest in, and belly in. And we keep on shifting like this with the breath. the whole time of this practice, I'm inviting you to keep noticing the light in your heart. And in this activity now, you can really focus on the heart and knowing you are opening the heart on an inhale and then closing in on an exhale. Closing in doesn't mean you're shutting things and people out. It means that you are tuning inwards. We open outwards as we breathe in, and we open inwards, or focus inwards rather, as we breathe out. Keeping on going. And relax. Great. Now we're going to go and stand. To begin with, we are going to go ahead and do a wide leg forward bend. We're going to open the legs as wide as possible, or almost as possible. Mine are about 3 feet wide, but you can have 2 feet and 2.5 feet wide. It's fine too. Knees are straight or slightly bent. Do not hyperextend them. We are going to go down from the hips. And this is what I'm going to invite you to do, is to bring, if you can, but be careful because that's very strong for the back. Breathing in, bringing the arms up. As you breathe out, you're going to bend forward from the hips and you're going to keep the arms extended together in the same line as the back. Once you've reached down, you bring your hands in between your legs if they are on the floor. Elbows bend in between the legs if they're going to bend. And then resting here. Coming back up. We're not going to put the arms out, but try to keep the back straight. I'm coming back up with the back straight. If that's too much, you can stay, you can be down and then roll yourself back up little by little. Okay? So when you're ready, opening the legs wide as you can, and then arms out in front of you, or up rather, not in front, but at the top. And then when you're ready to go down, keeping those arms nice and straight in a line with the back. Otherwise, you can also have your hands at your waist if that's too much of a strain. And then bending forward, going down, and staying down for as long as you can. Don't wait for me to remind you to get back up. You can come back up at any time. But if you can stay down, then it is best that you stay down and really make most of that pose. Try to stay a little bit longer. Really enjoying that stretch. Being watchful of how you are feeling. Allowing for the stretch and for the sensation of the stretch, but not getting yourself a cramp, a spasm, or awaking an old injury. We don't want that. And coming back up for a rest. Try to keep in a wide leg stance if you can. Keep focusing on your heart center. Keep seeing the light here. Now we're going to go back down, but this time we're going to go into a twist. We're going to start with the arms open, and then as we bend forward, we're going to bring our right arm to our left foot, and my left arm is actually resting on my back, but you could have it hanging on the side. It's up to you. Keep both hips nice and level. Do not throw your right hip into the twist. Keep it nice and steady and straight. Stay here for as long as comfortable. You really want to turn the shoulders as much as possible into that twist. And you can be looking on your right side and staying here. Yeah, that's great. Coming back up. And now we open the arms out, and you're going to going down, this time with your left hand going to the outside of your right foot. You can bring your where are we? Your right arm on top of your back, and you can twist those shoulders, but keep both hips level. Don't throw your right hip into the twist. Perfect, that's it. And coming back up. Great. Now we're going to do a bit of a flow. So we're going to move from one pose to the other with the breath. We're going to put all what we've just done now into that flow. So this is how it's going to go. If you want to have a look first, we're going to have the legs wide open. Then we're going to breathe in, bring the arms up. Breathe out. We're going to come down with the back straight. Breathe in, we come back up, we open the arms. Breathe out, we go put our right hand to our left ankle. Breathing in, we open again. Breathing out, we go to the right foot this time. Breathing in, we come up. Breathing out, prayer at chest. All the while focusing again on your heart center and the light here, noticing your heart moving, your heart space, your chest moving through each of that flow, through each part of that flow. So I'm going to be telling you when to go into which pose for a while, and then I'm going to let you do it at your own rhythm. The faster you go, the more cardio it is. The slower you go, the more toning it is. So when you are ready, opening the legs wide if they are now shut. And then ready to start, breathing in, bringing the arms up, breathing out, bending forward, breathing in, coming back up, arms open, breathing out, bringing your right arm to your left ankle, breathing in, coming back up, arms open, breathing out, your left hand to your right ankle, keeping those hips level, breathing in, coming back up, all the way up, breathing out prior to chest. Breathing in, arms up, breathing out, forward bend, Breathing in, coming up with the arms out. Breathing out with the right hand to the left ankle. Breathing in, arms open. Breathing out, left hand to the right ankle. Breathing in, arms all the way up and coming back down in prayer. And again, breathing in, arms all the way up. Breathing out, forward bend and all the way down. Breathing in, coming back up, arms open. Breathing out, right hand to the left ankle. Breathing in, arms open. Breathing out, left hand to the right ankle. Breathing in, arms open, all the way up, and breathing out, prayer to chest. Now do it at your own rhythm. I won't say anything anymore. Keep going, and I'll just keep an eye. All the way up, yeah. And then prayer to chest, and then one more time. All the way up, breathing in, bending forward, breathing out, and keeping on going. And we will do it one more time. That will be the last time. Breathing in, arms all the way up. Breathing out, bending forward. And keep on going. Amazing. Okay. Now the next one we're going to do is a static pose. There'll be no flow. And the pose we're going to do is called wide angle. We're going to be starting at the front of the mat. I'm just stepping back a bit because I don't have much space at the front. But standing at the front of your mat, we're going to kick the right leg back, kicking it as far back as you can, and trying to make sure that the front heel lands just about the mid part of your back foot of your right leg here. And here, what we're going to do, we're going to be bending the knee at the front. We're going to rest our elbow on our thigh. As we're doing this, we're twisting the hips to the right side and the heart to the right side. And then here we can bring the arm up or above the head, or we can keep it on our waist. But I am actually mostly turned to my right side here, okay? Maintaining balance. So starting at the front of the mat, kicking the right leg back as far as you can. Making sure that your right foot is at the back of your left foot. So you can draw a straight line from your left heel down and it will arrive at about the mid part of your back foot. The back foot is about 45-degree angle. You are then going to bring your left elbow onto your left thigh and you're going to be resting it here with your knee bent. I forgot to mention the knee at the front, your left leg, your left knee is bent. And then you are rotating the hips towards the right so that your right hip is coming up. And then there's almost a straight line between your foot and your hip. And then you are going to either bring your arm up or bringing it to the above your head like this. So you have an almost straight line between your foot, your leg, your back, and your arm. Or you can also rest your hand at your waist. And you stay like this for as long as comfortable. At any time you can come out. Don't wait for me to tell you. And you can come back up and step forward. Great. And then we're going to do the other side. So this time, kicking the left foot back. And again, the front heel should land at the mid part of your back foot. And then bending the front knee, making sure that that knee does not go beyond your ankle. So if you want to go wider, to go lower, you move your foot forward and then you bend. The hips are pushed towards the left side now. And then I'm putting my elbow on my thigh. And then here again, hips are pushed out to the side, heart to the side, arm up or over or hand at the waist. Belly muscles are nice and tight to hold you up nicely. And coming back up and stepping forward. Right. Okay. The next one we're going to do is the garland. The garland is basically crouching down. Your feet are slightly apart from each other, just about hip width apart or a bit more. They're slightly out, not facing straight on, but slightly out. And then here, you're going to be crouching down. Now, crouching down, it could be that you are like this, and I will show you from the side. And then putting your elbows in between your knees, prayer hands at your heart center, head up and chest up, focusing on the heart. But it could be that as you're crouching down, that you can't quite balance with your heels down. Then it's okay to actually be leaning on your tiptoes and leaning on your hands in front of you. Or it could also be okay to be higher up like this. Whatever it is that feels most comfortable for you, okay? So, feet slightly out, slightly turned out and slightly away from each other. And then going down, crouching down, as low and as comfortably as you can. And then trying to put your hands in a prayer at your chest if you're not holding your hands on the floor for balance. Noticing the light at your heart center. When you've had enough, you can sit on the mat. We will go down on the mat after, but if you can hold a little bit longer, then hold a little bit longer. Okay. Coming down on the mat now. And the first pose down on the mat that we're going to do is the puppy. This is very good connection for the heart because it's basically you bring the heart to the earth. So you're grounding the heart with this pose. So starting on tabletop, one knee under each hip, which makes your your leg to your thigh at 90-degree angle. Your hands start under your shoulders. Then you're going to be walking your hands down on your mat, trying to keep as much control as possible, bringing your elbows down. And then here you're going to bring your chest and your head as close to the mat as it will go, as they will go. My thighs and my legs are still 90-degree angle, and I relax here. Anytime I want to come out, I then go into child pose and relax here. The puppy is an arching pose, and the child pose is the counter pose where we round the back. So starting on all fours, one knee under each hip, one hand under each shoulder. And then walking the hands forward on the mat, bringing the elbows down, and then bringing the chest and the head as close to the mat as possible, keeping your thighs and your legs at a 90-degree angle. And resting there with the heart deeply connected to the earth under you for as long as comfortable. And noticing your light at your heart center that is glowing for connecting to the earth. Going into child pose. So pushing your bottom back towards your heels and sitting your bottom on your feet, curling over your legs, stretching your arms out in front of you. Going back now into puppy. So starting on tabletop, 90-degree angle with your thighs and your legs, knees under each hip, hands under each shoulder, and then walking your hands forward. And then little by little, as you get lower and lower with your chest towards the floor, you then can put your elbows down. And then keeping on bringing your chest and your head closer to the mat, really rooting this heart chakra of yours. And going back into child pose, so walking with your hands backwards to push your bottom down onto your feet, curling over your legs and stretching your arms out. This is also deeply rooting for the heart. It's deeply rooting for all the chakras, actually. And coming back up. And now we're going to be finishing with lying down on our back and going into a twist. This really helps to open the heart area. So on the floor, lying down, lifting your pelvis up and bringing it back down to settle it nicely, making sure your spine is nice and comfortable and your pelvis. You're going to be opening the arms out, palms facing down. You're going to be straightening your right leg out. You're going to be bringing your left foot to the inside of your right thigh. And then with your right arm, you can come to your left knee and go into the twist. What's important here is you go as low as the knee wants to go, but make sure that this shoulder blade here is staying on the ground. So if you find that you are going to go into the twist and then the shoulder blade wants to come off like this, no, you're going too far. So come back up. As long as you feel the stretch, that's all that matters. And if you wish to extend this, you can turn your head to face your left hand. So lying down. Oh, you're already doing it. Okay, good. Letting your chest really stretch, letting your whole body stretch. It's a beautiful stretch, this. It can get rid of so many tensions. And it's very good for alleviating digestive issues because you are actually really at the same time squashing some parts of your belly and at the same time stretching other parts. It's really so good. And coming back straight, keeping your feet down on the mat just for a moment to settle yourself back nicely before we start to focus on the other side. Now for the other side, again, hands are out, palms are facing down, and then we straighten the left leg down this time. We bring the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Taking our left arm, we grab the right knee, and we go into the twist as far as we can go. And if we want, we turn the head over to the right hand, and we stay here, and we relax. Try to breathe as naturally as possible and keep focusing on the light at your heart center. Keeping your right shoulder blade on the floor. And going into Savasana for the meditation. So coming back up from the twist. If you want, you can settle your pelvis nicely again. And then for Savasana, straightening the legs out. One foot on either side of the mat. Arms slightly away from the body, palms facing up. If this is hurting your lower back, you can also bring your feet to the mat on either side of the mat and then dropping the knees in so that no muscle is required for you to stay here. And then when you're ready, you can close your eyes and take a nice long deep breath in and out to begin. And you can relax absolutely every muscle now. This is the last part of the session. No effort of you is required. So absolutely every single muscle can relax. And now you can start to connect with your heart center for this meditation practice. So focusing in the middle of your chest, noticing your heart's light there. The same light that we started with at the beginning of this session, noticing that light again. And simply, this is what the practice is going to be today. Keeping on focusing on that light and keeping on relaxing further with each breath. You can let go of every other effort. Letting go of every thought, letting go of every tension in the mind, in the body, in each muscle. And noticing the soft light glowing gently in the middle of your chest. Relaxing every muscle further and further. Feeling as if you were becoming softer and softer, as if you could melt your whole self into the ground now. Feeling so relaxed and so soft. Very much like that light in the middle of your heart that is also so soft. And now noticing that light at your heart center starting to spread through you. Noticing it really spreading through your upper body, your arms, your head, your neck, your face, your ears, spreading through your chest, your abdomen, and your back, all the way down through your pelvis, almost like if it was like warm honey, gently, slowly, and softly and warmly spreading through you. But instead of honey, being very light. And then spreading through each leg all the way down to your toes. And little by little, wrapping around you like a warm blanket, letting that light come out and wrap around you like a warm blanket or like a cocoon. Your whole self is wrapped up in that light if you wish to. Feeling so relaxed now and letting that light go into your mind as well and relaxing it there. Relaxing all your thoughts. Right. You can come back to this meditation anytime you wish. You can connect to your heart center in any way that you want, anytime. But for now, I'm inviting you to come away from this meditation practice to bring your mind back into the space where you are, taking a nice long deep breath in and out to finish. And then you can start to wake your body up again, moving your toes and your fingers, your hands, your feet, your legs, your arms, giving your body a stretch if you wish, having a yawn if you wish, and then turning to lie down onto your left side with your knees bent just for a few breaths before coming back up.